Welcome back. This is part 2. If you missed part 1, it'll come out on a card on the upper part of the screen here. It will also be linked in the description. So what happened next? It's a slow process. So I've been filming as I can. I was told by Lowe's to not start the repairs until they get their person to come out and inspect it. Probably thinking, Lowe's, I thought you were dealing with LG. Well, it goes back and forth. And you'll see how it progresses from one person's denying, responsibility to one person accepting it. Last night, something changed. I was actually walking into Lowe's after reading a whole bunch of comments. There's over 400 comments on the part 1 video. A lot of people sharing their negative experience at Lowe's. And I was like, I've never had that big of a problem with Lowe's. And I'm not going to boycott Lowe's, and I have to shop there. It's best for my business because of its location, and it's never busy, so I can go in and get out. There's probably a reason there's no one ever shopping there. That's probably a different story for a different day. So I went in to get some some drawer guides. I've got a whole bunch of drawers going into the workbench. I've got 4 on this side and there's 4 on that side, but I was too short. They got a whole row of all these scratch and dent discounted appliances. There was one, it was a gas dryer that was, the original price was like $900 and some dollars, discounted to $200. I'm like, dang, no wonder people are buying these. There's such an extreme discount. They had some gas ranges, a ton of refrigerators, and I start walking down the other side. I said, wait, that washing machine looks familiar. So I said, I better document this. Take a look at what I found. So this is a update. I'm in Lowe's right now, and this is the washing machine that I brought back. I'm 100% positive because I put those scratches on here when I brought it back. They have the price on here, $500. Repaired. No as is. No as is, no warranty, no nothing. I can't believe I'm seeing this. I was filming this with my cell phone. This is the exact LG washing machine that I brought back, and they said that they were taken to the scrapper. And they would not be putting it back out on the floor. Yes! That washing machine is back out on the floor for sale for more money than what I purchased it for, with all the scratches. So I put the first scratches, getting it out of the house, on that top lid rim there. And when I got it to Lowe's, the day that this all happened, I had 2 guys come out and help me. One was a store manager, or assistant store manager, and one was this guy who had worked in appliances for a long time. And I'm getting out my floor mats to make sure we don't scratch. And he's like, oh, don't worry, we're not putting this back out on the floor. This is going to the scrap. And they just yanked it out, dropped it on the ground, and wheeled it away. I was like, okay, that's probably good that this doesn't happen to someone else. I took some video of the washing machine, and I'm still staring at it, kind of in disbelief that they're going to do this again. And I start thinking, I'm like, how many times has it happened? How many times will they take a broken washing machine, have it fixed, and put it back out? I don't know. Okay, it's loaded back up. I just went over and double checked the hoses, even though there's water here. Of course, water got sloshed around. And I don't obviously see, don't see a hose. This hose is connected. That gray hose in there down here is still tightly connected. I don't see any holes in it. Well, just rolling up to Lowe's. They informed me that they can give me a deal on a replacement washing machine, but all this insurance business is going to have to go through LG. Not exactly what I wanted to hear. So I've calmed down a little bit. Man, that was so frustrating, that whole phone thing. 45 minutes of being hung up on and going on hold and ringing and then go to silence and then circle back to the operator for 45 minutes before I got to someone. It was infuriating. So anyways, I dropped Polly off. I'm cool. I can't go in there acting like an asshole, or else I'm going to be treated like an asshole. I'm not an angry person. I'm not trying to get money or anything like that. I know the laminate flooring in there is wet. The drywall is wet. I'm going to get a moisture meter on there tomorrow. I'm going to do it tonight. I'm going to do it tomorrow and see what the moisture readings are of that floor and the drywall. It's got to come up. That laminate flooring's got to come up. It's soaked underneath it. It may look okay on top, but mold is what you got to worry about. Mold crawling up the walls, building up inside the ceiling cavity and the wall cavities. Been 10 minutes so far. Apparently the manager is at lunch. Doesn't take calls when he's at lunch. So we just had someone else go wander off looking for somebody. Well, I waited for 15 minutes. Several other people were also waiting for the manager, and he's gone. Even the ladies at the customer service desk shrugged their shoulders and have no explanation of where the manager is that I just talked to on the phone that said come on in. So I gotta go. I'm gonna go run a quick errand and go back in about 10-15 minutes. All the employees at Lowe's were great. Here's the story. Don't buy anything from Lowe's that's on the clearance or scratch and dent area of their appliances. I got a whole different story from a guy who's worked in this department for a long time. He said if he knew that this was not going into a rental house, it was going into a personal residence, he would have said don't buy it. He would have said straight up don't buy it. He said that the girl that sold it to me last night should have warned me that there is the potential for a leak, a fire, and that it's as is, and you take it and you get what you get. I wasn't told that at all last night. Talked with a whole bunch of people. The manager said call up LG, see how it goes. If they're not taking care of you, come back and we'll get something figured out. Hopefully that wasn't, and I was cool as could be the whole time. Did not go to asshole mode or anything like that. So now it is 4:45. I started this around noon. Let's go install a brand new Samsung washing machine. The new Samsung is in place. Water's hooked up, drain's hooked up, it's plugged in. Holy cow, it's a freaking catalog. Have not turned it on, have not turned the water on yet. Documented on video. Okay, installation and operating instructions. Starts on page 13. Remove the shipping bolts. Front loading only. Okay, this is the top loading. So it didn't, I spun this thing. I don't think it has the shipping bolts that a lot of them do. Connect the drain and the water, adjust the leveling feet. It's a customer satisfaction survey from LG. We put some laundry in there. Well, I'm going to put the towels that I had to grab to soak up that water in there. What else can I put over here? It looks like they got some laundry. I'm going to throw a sheet in there too. Oh, almost broke the light fixture. What do we got here? Blanket. I don't think I'm going to run that blanket. Here we go. Sheets and some towels. Okay. A small amount of laundry, blah, 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 blah. Does your washer vibrate? Run a rinse spin. It's doing its calibrations. I've been looking around, looking behind it, looking underneath it for leaks. I still got a little bit of a discount on this, but it's not even close to covering the mess the mess that I went through today and the mess that I'm going to be in for weeks to come. The status is LG made a claim, and I got to wait till Monday. Today's a Friday evening. It's getting dark out. I'm going to call back tomorrow morning and talk to a supervisor and see if they can expedite it. I don't know. Not good. But this is it's the way the world works, I guess. I did get quite a bit of the water out by scooping it out. I'm guessing 2 gallons? 1 to 2 gallons of water hit the floor, spread out, got underneath this laminate hardwood flooring, was able to fall through into the ceiling of the basement, run to where it needed to run, and start flowing out that light fixture. Supposed to cut the ceiling open downstairs and start airing it out, drying it out. This flooring in here is supposed to come up. Probably just needs to be replaced. These appliances need to come out of here. Needs to dry until there's a certain moisture content. The plywood will survive. You don't need to replace it just for some water. Even the drywall can dry out because it wasn't that extensive, but you need it dry. You can't just have it completely enclosed, or else you run the risk of mold growing in the walls and underneath the flooring. Well, we'll see how this plays out. We're not going to get any mold growing right this second, so I'm going to kind of ride this out, see how this thing does, so that they can do their laundry until there's more of a plan in place to dry things out. Goodbye.